So the first thing I want to do, where's Louie Goldsmith? Louie, where are you? Louie, come on over here. So I want to introduce Louie Goldsmith to you. I was standing in the doorway. Louie Goldsmith is a freshman at Brookline High School. And I asked him about his involvement in grassroots organizing. He said, well, I've actively been involved in the last few campaigns. He told me why Joe Kennedy. And I asked Michael Dukakis, have you met Louie Goldsmith? I don't know whether you've met Governor Dukakis, but I figured that Brookline High School class of 51 to Brookline High School class of 17 ought to meet. So Louie Goldsmith, meet Governor Michael Dukakis. And I say that, we're a Brookline family. My father went to devotion school and went to Brookline High School. My mother went to Runkle and went to Brookline High School. But I learned progressive grassroots organizing in the Dukakis era, in the Dukakis campaign. I was proud to be one of Michael's foot soldiers in his presidential campaign and a lot of other campaigns. Matter of fact, when we took our picture, I wanted to be the closest one to Michael because I want some of that to rub off 3 terms as governor of the Commonwealth. I think this campaign for the 2014 governorship is going to be won because we stand proudly for our progressive values every step of the way. And we never shy away from the things that matter most in the lives of the people who are our fellow citizens. Cindy mentioned the RaiseUp Mass campaign. Fact is that tomorrow morning, 975,000 people are going to wake up and they won't have a single hour of earned sick time. Not one. That means when they're sick, they go to work because they're afraid of getting fired.
That's true.
Should anybody be asked to go to work sick? Should they be able to stay home for a couple of days and take 40 hours a year off, or 56 if you're a larger company? Absolutely not. It means that if you have children, you send your children to school with 102 temperature because you're afraid of losing your job. I was proud to be the first business owner in Massachusetts back in 2006 to have testified in Gardner Auditorium on behalf of what then was called paid parental leave, now earned sick time. I'm proud that in my own company, Mass Envelope, now Grossman Marketing, we've had earned sick time for over 25 years. It empowers workers, it lifts workers up, and if Democrats in Brookline and every other community don't stand together with this campaign and put this on the ballot, if the legislature doesn't do the right thing, it is morally wrong that we don't have it, it is economically unwise. Let's make sure that earned sick time becomes the law of this Commonwealth by next fall. And minimum wage, 2008, that's the last time minimum wage was changed. It was $8 an hour then, it's $8 an hour now. $22,000 purchasing power has dropped to $16,000 a year, I should say a year. Think about it. Can you find a single family that can live on $16,000 a year? Of course we can't. Minimum wage is something we haven't done. The legislature could do it. If not, we're going to do it at the ballot. But our progressive values are fundamentally about jobs and about leveling the playing field. I'm running for governor of Massachusetts because I believe the people of this Commonwealth want proven leadership that will leave no one behind. And leveling the playing field is what I've tried to do for the past 3 years as state treasurer. When I came in, we created the Small Business Banking Partnership, and we've poured over $300 million into small banks, regional banks, local banks that have been loaning money to women-owned businesses, minority-owned businesses, immigrant-owned businesses, and veteran-owned businesses, because those are companies that have always had a hard time getting access to capital. We have 26 gateway communities in this Commonwealth, and all over this Commonwealth, people are suffering for a high level of poverty, lack of educational opportunity, lack of economic opportunity. It is our responsibility as those who are running for governor to stand firm and to stand tall on the economic issues that are going to create jobs and economic opportunity for the least among us, and we're going to make sure that educational opportunity is available to all. Brookline has a wonderful, wonderful embarrassment of riches. You've had a 30% increase in the number of students in Brookline in the last 7 years. But in other communities are suffering from dramatically low level of educational attainment. And it's that kind of educational attainment that we need to stand for. 30,000 kids on a waiting list for pre-K, that's wrong. We need to clear that waiting list, and we need to do it sooner rather than later. So I look forward to working with all of you. I look forward to organizing here in Brookline. I got 88% of the votes on the primary ballot in 2010, and I had an opponent, by the way, at 88%. I look forward to working with every one of you. You're my friends, You're my dear friends. You care deeply about the progressive values of this party, and I look forward to standing with you every step of the way toward November of 2014. Thank you so much.
Okay, here we go.